15 cab, 18 speed forward transmission. On the back is a 2004 NRC quick attachment called a quick swap. NRC's strongest 30-ton removable attachment. Pretty much basically what it is, you have your underreach, you have your winch, you have your boom for tilt, and it's pretty functional. You have your fifth wheel right here, goes into a cleat into the truck, which bolts onto the frame of the truck, and two forks, well, pins go inside here. You have your electric line for the lights in the back, you have your primary air, you have your secondary air, and you have your two hydraulic lines, primary and secondary, which run in here. This truck is fully equipped with an air system. It has 4 shop sections on each side, and 4 toolbox, 3 air compressors up top, 1 air compressor driven, fully equipped with a 20,000-pound winch, forks, receiver, and changer all on top. Next, what we're going to check is the hardware. You know, the hardware on the truck does support everything, and it can improve our safety or harm our safety. So mainly what you want to check is right here. You want to check the bolts that hold the exhaust, which are very good. The clamps right here. You have the rest, the armrest. Want to make sure that's safe. Good grip, that's good. The steps, we'll make sure the steps go up, down on the steps. Go one more time on the top. Very secure. We'll make sure that all the bolts for the air dryer are good, or excuse me, air tank are good. Mirrors, you want to make sure your mirrors are visible and not cracked or anything. So pretty clean. Also want to make sure right here is good. Very good. Very good. Also with Kenworths, these bushings right here have a tendency to go out. So those are brand new, so that's not an issue. We'll make sure the hood latches are secure. No pitting, no bolts are broken. Those are good. We'll make sure the bumper is secured. Also on the right side, you just want to do the same thing, you know, same thing that you did on the left side, you know. Check the step, check the hanger, check the bushings, the mirrors, hardware. So hardware passes. Then we go to the back. We'll make sure shock bolts are good, nothing's leaking. you got the hood open, and the main thing that you want to check before doing so is the hood latches are good, which they are. Now you're going to get up in here. You want to just do a visual on the steering arm. Not a lot of play, so that is good. Now if you come up to here, down here, we got the tie rod. Just want to do a quick visual on it, make sure the steering box is all intact, just greased up. Make sure all these fittings, especially these right here, the capsule nuts are all good. Do a quick visual on the kingpins. Make sure everything's good. Do a wear check on the brakes. Do a quick visual on the drum. See how much life is on there. Use a feeler gauge to see if there's any gaps in between the brakes. What you also want to check is if there's any leaks in the valve cover, which there is not. I want to check for any leaks under here. Make sure there's no air leaks in the air compressor to make the truck not function. I want to make sure there's no leaks in the up here, over here, pretty much all around here, mainly dealing with the compressor. Fuel filter is all good. There's no fuel sticking out, no air being sucked. You got two fuel filters on here. You got your main one and then you got your secondary one. So you also want to make sure all the belts are fully good. There's no wear in them. They're not stripping out. They're not loose, which these aren't. So we're good on that side, and then we come over that side. Basically doing the same thing. Make sure there's no oil leaks on the turbo. The flex pipe to the outlet of the pipes. There's two Y pipes underneath the truck. Goes from the turbo to a Y formation, going up to each side of the pipe. You want to make sure there's no broken pipe in there. So there's not. Again, on this side, you want to make sure that there's no oil in the valve cover, the block. There's not. Hood latch. You want to make sure that these are fully good, which these are brand new. Hood latches on this side. The air tank. And then also on this side, you just do the same visual for the castle nuts, the tie rod, kingpins. Always want to grease them, make sure there's no leaks in the air. And check the fan, which the fan is very good. Surrounding the alternator, air compressor up top. And make sure the radiator is good. And I just checked it about 2 seconds ago, so it has full coolant, green coolant. That's what Caterpillar runs. Also, while you have the hood open, you want to check the wear on the tires. These are brand new Continental 11R24.5s, which were put on last week, so and the truck hasn't moved, so they're full wear. Full tread. And that's it for inside the hood. While doing a DOT inspection on anything involved outside of the truck, remove the key from the ignition in case anyone walks by and turns the truck on while you're beside it or underneath it. First, what we're going to do is check all turn signals and all headlights. Two turn signals on the hood or on the fender are in working condition. The high beams are in working condition. All roof lights are working. Corner lights, side lights are working as well. And on the back of the wrecker attachment. We have our blind spot light, and this wrecker attachment is fully equipped with a light bar underneath for turn signals. So it seems like they are all in working condition. Okay, so we are inside the cab now. As you can see, all the gauges are off. I moved it about a minute ago. There's no air pressure inside the truck whatsoever. That right there, right here, is your air PSI. Green is front, the red is rear, but on this gauge it's green and orange. So I'm gonna do that. Well, put the key in first from when you take it out of your pre-trip inspection. Some trucks will be marked with AC, off, on, and start. That's the warning light for the truck. As you can see, you got the warning light up there. Small inspection inside the truck with the seat. Want to make sure the seats are fully fastened, which they are. Seat belts are fully on the truck. This side also. So go ahead, start it, build up the air pressure, make sure all gauges are intact. Got right there 12 volt, almost 13 volts for the battery. There we go, we got full power. Oil pressure seems about right for right now as it's cold. Your warning buzzer for the air PSI is fully working. Transmission, air suspension, oil filter, rear axle, your left tanks, right tanks. This truck is equipped with a fuel shutoff, so the left tank is only on, the right tank is off. For right now, I'll turn that on in a minute. Front wheel drive, rear axle, rear axle. You got gauges for temperature. This one is off, so you want to make sure this is fully working. The air pressure is going up.